everyone, and welcome to another Tinfoil Saturday. I'm so excited to see all of you. How are you doing? Good, I hope. Anyone else finish any major projects they've been working on for a while? Because I did. Hooray! The MedBed video is done. The MedBed video is done. It's 53 minutes long. It's my first video essay. It's good shit. No, seriously, I'm very excited to show you guys. We're going to watch, it's going to premiere generally Monday, so Monday it will go up. But if you are a YouTube member or a paid member on Patreon, after this regular stream, I am gonna premiere it to y'all, so, hope to see you there for that. I'm excited to show some people outside of, my immediate, vicinity, like my wife or some friends of mine. So I'm very excited. It doesn't have the credits on it yet, and I'm thinking of putting, like, a montage of some clips at the end, but, like, the video itself is done. Very, very exciting. Got some tips from another YouTuber that helped out a lot. Got some really great feedback from my wife and Trey and Amber, who was my script editor on this, so thank you again, Amber. Yeah, very, very good. I am excited. Yeah, Trey has seen it. Trey's seen it. So, yeah, cool beans. Let's see what I missed in chat. Zrinty, thanks for 9 months, says when you get a chance, need a name, Hannah. This name will be Successful Business Baby. Oh, I reinvented Boss Baby. The universe keeps reinventing Boss Baby. Freyline says, spend all day tabling a pickle festival. I never thought I could get tired of pickles, but I'm close. That sounds fun. I'd like to go to a pickle festival. No, for those that don't know, I because the video took longer than I was expecting, I disallowed myself cheese, and I wasn't allowed to watch movies or TV shows until the video was done. So last night after I finished the video, Baja very kindly bought me a cheese pizza, and we watched Jason X, because I've been wanting to watch Jason X all week. Which, if you, if you watch the MedBed video, you'll see why. So, anyway, today we're just gonna watch MedBed videos. It's gonna be casual, it's just fun. This is my victory lap. I can still do it, chat. I can still edit videos, and they're funny, and they're good. I'm a talented person. I deserve good things. Is this the best mood you guys have ever seen me in years? Probably. It's the best mood I've been in years. I forgot I was good at this. Anyway, so, with all that bullshit out of the way, let's jump into it, shall we? Let's look at some MedBed stuff. This is Sky Prince. She, of course, features pretty heavily in the video. So let's check out, this was the first video she ever posted publicly about MedBeds online. So let's see. I can actually zoom this in for you guys. Let me do this real quick. There is no Zmoo in this video. And I hate to disappoint you guys. I did talk about Sky a lot in the video. I didn't get to Zmoo. So Zmoo goes without mention in the video. Zmoo's gonna be so fucking mad at me. I snubbed Zmoo! And it's a 53-minute video. It's almost an hour. So, like, think how much content I have in this fucking video. I didn't have time for Zmoo. Ugh, I'm just gonna stretch this. It's not gonna be the prettiest, but it'll work. There we go. I did it. Alright, so, let's jump into this. Zmoo? Zmoo is a alien personality that, Sky has. Basically, she claims that she channels this alien child named Zmoo, who is sort of the project manager in charge of MedBed distribution on Earth, and it's very funny. But anyway. Trey says, I think it's for the best. They would have been a distraction and would have opened up questions of if she's a grifter or just someone who was mentally unwell. We know she's a grifter, but it would have eaten up a bit of time just to explain that. Yeah, that's the thing. When you're making a video or something, you gotta kill your darlings, kids, okay? Even stuff that you find really interesting, if it doesn't fit necessarily into what you're doing, if it's superfluous, you gotta get rid of it. Anyway, so let's jump into her first MedBed video.
Okay, welcome everybody. Alright, so we've had quite a few changes of plan in the last few weeks, so I'll just give you a quick rundown and give you a backstory, and then hopefully you'll be able...
Green guy with the tip says, I'm getting my teeth whitened. Jealous? I'm jealous.
...able to understand from there. Okay, so for the past 12, 18 months, something like that, I don't know, I've lost track, I've been talking about MedBeds. Now this is the military MedBeds that the Secret Space Program has, and the military has been using since the 1950s. This is...
Of course, obviously, we all know about the 1950s Secret Space Program military MedBeds, right? I can't wait for my super soldier video. That'll be good. The next video I'm planning on doing is on Cameron and his sovereign citizen cult, so that'll be good. Gothgeek Gaming says, here are some Zmoo bits, even though there is no Zmoo. Zmoo's real in my heart! He's still real to me, damn it!
Not new technology. This is quite old technology, extremely advanced technology, and we'll get into that in a little bit. But I know that I've been back and forth, and there is a good reason for this. When you take on a role of speaking in public and talking about anything, let alone secret technology that's not supposed to exist, you get a lot of comments, and some of them are not favorable. Some of the comments are really, really difficult
I can't imagine why. She's such a nice lady
to deal with.
She's not a nice lady. She takes money from the sick and desperate.
And it has been an absolute roller coaster. And while I've met some incredibly fascinating, beautiful people, I've also met some people that I sincerely wish to never, ever come across their path ever again. And that's being polite. It has been absolutely hell, to put it simply. It's been really, really, really difficult. And it's an emotional roller coaster. On one hand, you've got so many wonderful, beautiful people supporting you, and on the other hand, you've got people wishing you were chopped up into little pieces, you know, gutted like a fish and fed.
Have I ever read anything by Richard Matheson? I've not. I've seen like the Twilight Zone stuff that he did and stuff. He wrote What Dreams May Come, like the screenplay, or was the movie based on a book? I didn't know that, because that's a beautiful movie. I love that movie.
To crocodiles.
Hard to watch now, for obvious reasons. But...
and sharks, and all sorts of different things, along with your family. The things that people come up with are so vile. Absolutely.
Oh, it's based on a novel? Okay, I'll have to read that at some point.
Vile. It is just heartbreaking. It is soul-destroying, literally. And if anyone's ever been on...
Would you be surprised to know that I own What Dreams May Come on Blu-ray?
On the other...
Oh, they should release that in 4K. That would probably be beautiful in 4K.
...end of an attack or an abusive attack, just by one person, you know how hard it can be. And then put yourself in front of the world, especially social media. It is not an easy place to be a truther or a whistleblower or an insider an experience.
I'm sorry, I hate Sky so much, and it probably won't come across in the video because I try to be pretty professional in the video. I want the videos to be funny, but I don't want them to be crazy. I don't want them to be me yelling. But Sky is like a bad person. Sky actively scams people out of money constantly and then blames them when she doesn't fulfill the promises. It's sick. She's sick. Not in a way that absolves her of culpability, mind you, but sick nonetheless.
So whatever you...
I don't think we're doing bingo today, just because, like, it's all MedBeds. I don't think so.
Whatever term you like.
Plus, I don't get paid for another couple weeks, so I can't really gift a sub right now.
Like to call it. It's extremely difficult, and I have a newfound respect for people who, who end up taking their own lives over cyberbullying and things like that, because it has just been a nightmare. And I would never want to go through this again. I would never want to put my worst enemy through this ever again. That's why I've been back and forth, not really consistent with MedBeds. You know, I've left, I've come back, I've left, I've come back, I've left, I've come back. And then add all the negativity onto having your entire identity.
Do I think she's attempting to lay groundwork for for a mentally ill defense for her crimes? No, I don't think so. I don't think she plans on ever getting caught, and I don't think she's wrong. She's been doing this for years, and she's not really gotten in any serious trouble for it. I think at most she's been maybe sent a letter that's saying, like, hey, knock it off. But she hasn't, so
Identities.
all she's done is basically switched up her grift, and if you want to learn more about that, well, watch the video Monday. I'll get into it a little bit more.
Stolen.
But basically, she's kind of more subtle about how she extracts the money these days. I don't think anything will happen to her, unfortunately.
Your name, your photos, your information, your videos, all your personal details, your bank account.
She's actually, sadly, I hate to break this to you guys, she just had her most viewed video on her channel ever because of the Trump thing. She posted a video talking about Trump posting the AI MedBed thing. And it's one of her most viewed I think it's her most viewed video now. So Trump has actively helped her continue to scam people.
Accounts hacked, your you know, your PayPal and other accounts hacked, your emails hacked, everything hacked and taken and used against you and used to scam people into falling.
Also, I should point out, there are other scammers who do steal her identity and use it to scam people pretty often. So she could probably fall back to a defense, like if they don't actually subpoena and somehow, like, get her side of the messages and stuff, like, she could probably just say, oh, it's one of these other scammers that's stealing my identity. That's already a defense she uses. And she is correct in saying that other scammers take her identity, but that's not the only thing that's happening. She also allegedly takes money for her registrations of appointments and for MedBed training sessions.
Victim to criminal activity by charging people money for something that doesn't exist and something that they cannot pay for, they cannot provide. It has been, you know, incredibly difficult, and I have walked away several times, and I've always come back because I feel for the people who are getting scammed. The ones, if I'm not talking about this, the ones that fall victim because they're new into the MedBed humanitarian movement. Or
that makes me so mad that she tries to frame her victimization of others as her saving them from being victimized by other scammers.
They're so desperate that they don't know what else to do and they think it's legitimate. This is why I always say, please, you know, message me for proof, and I will give you a video call, a video message, you know, telling directly to you, to your name, you know, directly to you, telling you that it's actually me, because I don't want you to fall victim.
Nemesaur, thank you for gifting 27 subs. That's a very specific number.
To these.
Let's go, Cohawks, go. I don't know what that means, but I assume the number 27 has something to do with it.
People. And this is why I've decided to come back and continue talking about MedBeds.
Thank you very much, Nemesaur.
Once I stepped away just over a week ago, the scammers went absolutely wild, and they really stuffed up a lot of people. They really, you know, by announcing MedBeds are available in certain countries, you know, message here and email here, and this is, you know, book your appointment now, and then people madly rush to get their appointment only to find out that it charges money and it's a scam. So we've been putting out a lot of fires, and it's been really...
She doesn't charge money for her med beds. What she does charge money for is for her private sessions. I'll get into this in the video, but basically, she claims that you need to be in a high vibrational state, which is like a woo-woo new age bullshit thing, in order to interface with the med beds. So she will charge you money to help you get into that higher vibrational state. Again, she's not directly asking for money for med beds, she's asking for money and things in relation to med beds.
Really not great. But this is the reason I decided to come back and talk about it, because while I'm out there in the public...
There have also been allegations that she has asked for money for registration for the MedBed Center. Like, in order to register for your appointment, even though the appointment's free, there's a registration fee. Which means it's not free, fun fact.
Like, talking about it, then at least we're slowing these scammers down and trying to get
won today's game by 27 points. Well, hell yeah.
A handle on it.
Go sports.
And help people to the truth, and so they don't fall victim to these criminals. Okay, so that's why I've decided to come back. I do have a Facebook group now. Okay, Sky's MedBeds official. Okay, that is the only Facebook group I have. I will put the link in the description below, along with all the other links and groups that I've got. Okay, now it's really important that you make sure that on Telegram the Facebook group has over 18,000 members, or close to it. We were at 19,000, and some of the bots have been kicking everybody out, which has been a bit of a nightmare. But yeah. So please make sure you join the right group. Always make sure that the Telegram group has 18,000 plus or near members. Okay.
Or just seeing how far into it we... Oh, you couldn't see me do it anyway. I was checking the time because there's a pretty wild claim coming up, even compared to the other claims she makes, so I was seeing how close we were to it.
You're in the right group. And
oh yeah, she has a lot of followers. Her YouTube channel has 81,000 subscribers.
If you're unsure, ask me for proof that it's actually me, and I will always...
And I think she has Facebook groups, and these aren't her first groups or YouTube channels either. They've been banned and deleted, I think, multiple times, and I think she keeps coming back.
Always give it. The scammers won't, because they can't, or they will show you an old video of me or some other kind of crappy thing. But I will give you a detailed message directly to you using your name and everything. Okay, so just be aware of that, please. Okay, so what is a MedBed? We're here to talk about MedBeds, so let's talk MedBeds. What is a MedBed? Okay, it is an extremely advanced...
Do I think most of her group members are legit or bots? That's a good question. I think it's fair to assume that it's padded with bots, but I think most of them are, unfortunately, actual victims. There's a lot of people who are into this MedBed stuff. It's incredibly depressing. It was huge in the QAnon community, and even though QAnon isn't as strong as it used to be, the constituent members that made up QAnon are still out there, and just because they don't necessarily self-identify as QAnon anymore, or Anons, or whatever they want to call themselves, they still hold on to a lot of the beliefs that they had when they were more invested in the group itself. So, unfortunately, I think there's a lot of people who believe in MedBeds. A lot. And if you looked when President Trump recently did his post about MedBeds, the AI thing, which was its own kind of shit show, it had tons of people underneath the post on Truth Social saying, like, this is it, it's coming, finally. And even though people were like, yeah, it might be AI, but it's the president posting it, obviously it means something. The president wouldn't be a complete fucking idiot. That would be insane, right? And the world can't be insane, right?
Very scientific, which my brain does not do. My brain doesn't do science. Extremely advanced piece of medical equipment, healing equipment. And it is based on vibrational frequency and a whole lot of other stuff which my brain can't comprehend because it's not wired that way to understand the workings of it. So I can't tell you exactly how it works, but I can tell you exactly what it does do. Okay, now how do I know this? Well, I've been serving in the secret space program for many years, on and off.
Am I good? I'm great, actually. I'm doing really well since I finished the video.
I haven't done a 20 and back, as they call it.
My brain's already working on the next one.
It has not been one long stint. It's been on and off, on and off, on and off. So sometimes I spend just a couple of days there in the SSP working. Sometimes I spend up to 3-4 months at a time, and then I come back and so and so. Originally, when I started figuring out that I was part of the secret space program, I felt that I'd only done about 6 years, but I have recently found out that it's actually been closer to 80 years. And how do they do this, and how do we stay the same age? Well, when they bring you back, they age regress you, and age regression is part of the MedBed procedures. Okay, it's one of the procedures the MedBeds do. So they age regress you to the time that they took you. So,
any chance the next one is super soldiers? Next one is unless something shiny catches my eye. Unless something changes, the next video is going to be about Cameron and his Wise Dome group. But I would like to do a video on the super soldier thing in the future, because it does tie into this, so. Jade Monkey, thanks for 23 months, almost getting us on a hype train.
Physically, without age regression, I would be over 100.
I do see the hearts, Travis. I do see them when people do them.
Well and truly over 100, but thanks to the MedBeds that I'm still quite young, which is good. It's very good. Now with the SSP, it takes a long time to recover memories, and I'm still recovering memories. I seem to only be able to recover memories about the
Oh yeah, she said she'd be over 100 if they didn't reverse her age via MedBeds. That's a huge claim of the MedBeds, is that it'll make you your prime age, either in your mid-20s or early 30s, something like that, I think they usually say. A lot of the people who fall for the MedBed scams are elderly people who aren't coping very well with age, and I don't blame people. I myself have a fear of aging, and it's the kind of fear that inevitably you have to face, you know? There's no stopping aging except for tragedy, you know? So, I get being afraid of getting older and your body failing you. That's scary. That's existentially horrifying. So a lot of people who fall into those fears and aren't coping with them well, look for answers that aren't there, unfortunately. So scammers step in and start offering them miracle cures, ways to turn back the clock, which of course don't exist, so it sucks.
My home planet, Venus, and the MedBeds.
Do we have evidence of her being 100 years old, like say a birth certificate from 100 years ago? Oh boy. So that's okay, I'm gonna have to go on a little cul-de-sac for a second. Okay, so, well, yes, the super space program, she's saying she is 100 years old. She's not necessarily saying she was born 100 years ago, because the super secret space program not only goes into space, they have time machines. So, while she may have subjectively, again, this is in her story, obviously this isn't true, but within her fictional mythology, she is subjectively 100 years old. That does not mean she lived those 100 years linearly. She could have been bouncing all around the timeline, to other dimensions. The super soldier group believes all sorts of weird stuff. So just because she's 100 years old doesn't mean she's claiming she was born 100 years ago.
And a few other little space travel.
Her home planet is Venus. Is Smoo also from Venus or from somewhere else? That's a good question. I don't recall if she said Smoo is from Venus.
Kind of stuff.
And clones in past lives. Yeah, they believe a lot of stuff.
Now I know what you're going to say.
Including Nazi apologia.
The flat earthers, there's no such thing as space. This is my story. This is my experience. So, yeah, just try and keep yourselves, accepting that others don't quite view your opinion as you do, while...
Suck it, flat earthers.
You don't have to view our opinion, okay? So just please remain respectful and open to the idea.
Flat earthers, please remain open to the idea that this woman is from Venus and over 100 years old.
And, so yeah, the MedBeds, okay? So gifted to us by the Pleiadians in the 1950s. That was gifted to us, and then we know the government kept it for themselves and used it for not so great things, mostly in the SSP.
Hey James.
Okay.
What's up? I finished the video. The video's done. Am excited.
The secret space program where they were off, I know, sci-fi, sounds like science fiction, but where they were off fighting on Mars and other planets and all sorts of other stuff. And of course a soldier...
I can have cheese again.
...would get blown.
It's nice. I had a cheese pizza for dinner last night. Not a whole cheese pizza. I had slices of cheese pizza.
Up, and then they throw them in the med bed, and they're all healed. A day or so later, off they go, fighting again, good as new, like nothing happened. Okay, they are that good. Okay, so it is quite simple.
You don't understand why pasta's so expensive at restaurants? It's probably some of their highest margin dishes is why, because they're trying to make money off it. I don't know.
A med bed, from what I remember, I know the public, we are getting the updated ones, so I do not know what they look like. I have no idea what they look like. From my memory, it is like a clear capsule that you enter, and you're asleep the whole time of this procedure.
Oh, I think I've actually seen the... One sec. I know I downloaded it for the video. I don't remember if I used the clip in the video. But, MedBed. Oh, this is gonna just be full of Trump stuff now. I am so glad I started getting stuff for the MedBed video before the Trump thing. It's become impossible. It's become very difficult to find, like, actual crazy MedBed stuff. I guess it's not impossible. Here's one, but, like, it's gotten harder. Where's the specific one I'm looking for? A lot of MedBed footage that you see online is like B-roll. It's not B-roll, stock footage. A lot of it's stock footage. This is the one I'm thinking of. This is, I'm wondering, a video if she'd seen. Oh no, there was only a brief clip. It's got to come back, right? Where is? This goddamn conspiracy theorist can't edit for shit. No, but I've seen the specific, like, B-roll or stock footage or whatever she's pulling from to claim that it's a clear capsule. I've seen a MedBed video that uses that, although I guess they could have based it off of her claim in the first place. I don't know.
And the quantum computer is attached to the actual MedBed, which controls...
They let AI edit their videos? That pisses me off. That actually makes me mad.
Everything.
Editing requires... It's artistic. God damn it.
Parts, all of that.
Like, there are general rules to editing, but a lot of it's feeling out when the cut kind of feels right, subjectively, right? For what you're trying to get across. Ah.
Your life support and does the procedure. Okay, it's very technical.
I watched MedBed nonsense before it was cool. I'm ahead of the curve on everything, and I never get credit. Andrew Tate, this fucking shit. Ugh.
I can't go into detail.
The goddamn meme stock people.
About technicalities because I don't know myself, okay? If I ever get to go back in the MedBed, I will request to get a more scientific knowledge, more scientific brain. Okay, how many times have I been in the MedBed? I have counted 15. Okay, now this is not for healing purposes. I am part of a genetic program. I don't know what program it is. I have no idea. I'm still trying to work that out. And
they're just editing your genes without your consent. That doesn't sound very nice.
The MedBeds also do genetic mutations, genetic manipulation, all the other fancy smancy words that you can come up with. Okay, but it does genetic.
Neither of those were fancy or schmancy.
Work as well. So it can... I'm going to give it to you straight, and I know a lot of people this will make you fearful, but you have to know. You have to know. Do not fear. Okay? Fear is something that we're moving away from. If you're fearful of...
Fear is the mind killer.
Of technology that can do incredible things, like changing you from a human to a duck,
why didn't I put that in the video?
adding extra body parts, taking body parts out, changing your whole DNA structure. They can do...
Sometimes cosmic horror is turning a human into a duck genetically. Deal with it. Green guy with the tip says, so the government is down, but my bank is giving 0% loans, so cross your fingers we're okay when we get these. And somehow it's the Dems' fault. Yeah, Republicans are gonna lie. It's what they do.
Incredible things.
It's basically their platform. We'll lie to you. We'll give you lies that make you feel better about your poor material conditions we helped induce.
Now the ones we are getting, and yes, the deep state has been using them for bad
You want to be a duck? What's that, like a feathery instead of a furry?
purposes, okay, to do hybridization and all sorts of different things. We know the deep state has been, is being, and will be completely defeated. They no longer have access to the MedBeds, and we have the Alliance, the Earth and Galactic Alliance, we have put several safety precautions, I guess you could say, on these MedBeds that the public's getting. So nothing without your permission can be done. They do.
You just said things were being done to you without informed consent. That doesn't make a lot of sense, does it?
Do not capture your soul against your will, only in soul transfers, which you have to agree to, by the way.
They're not gonna suck your soul out. I know that might not have been a concern before I said that, but I want to be clear, it is a possibility your soul can be sucked out, but only if you consent. So don't worry about any soul sucking.
They cannot change you from human into a bird or human to a dog or a pig or anything else without your permission.
Okay, but with your permission, okay, I'm surprised there aren't more furries into MedBeds. Holy shit. Seems ideal for them, huh?
And they wouldn't do that anyway because that's not in alignment.
Soul transfer. She watched Frankenstein Created Woman last night, and it gave her lots of stupid ideas. That's the one where he learns to transfer his soul, right? Frankenstein Created Woman, I think, with Cushing, the Hammer film.
With
I don't know. Those later movies get real dumb.
the human race, the human being. Other races, yes, they absolutely do that. They can do that. It's part of their DNA program, plan, whatever. But it's not part of ours yet. Maybe in a couple of thousand years it will be, but you're safe. You're absolutely safe. Okay, so what do? They regrow organs. They regrow limbs. They regrow teeth.
What's her grift? She takes money from people, not directly for MedBeds, but MedBed training, like how to operate your own MedBed facility, or how to operate on higher vibrational levels so you can better interface with the MedBeds.
They can regrow your hair, okay?
Her videos work. She's probably the most successful MedBed grifter that I am aware of, at least one that publicly shows their face.
So anything physical, brain injuries, they can cure, heal, or
Green Guy says, Hannah, I hear you talking, but just see your bookshelf. Where are you? Can't see me.
dramatically improve every single physical issue known to humans. They can get rid of cancer, they can get rid of Alzheimer's, they can get rid of dementia, they can regrow your spine so that you can walk.
Are there a lot of... I guess you would remove the old spine. I guess I was imagining someone who, like, doesn't have a spine at all, and they have to grow one from scratch.
Walk. There'll be no such thing as quadriplegia, paraplegia, nothing like that. Okay? They can fix you after a car accident or jumping out of a plane and your parachute not opening, okay, and put you back together. As long as you have 5% brain activity, the MedBeds can heal you. Once you go beyond 5% brain activity, it's lights out completely. The only alternative there is a soul transfer, and you have to get to the person quick enough before their soul actually leaves, in able to capture it, so to speak. Now, don't go all, oh my god, okay. We need to be able to contain the spirit so it doesn't get caught up in the reincarnation cycle and elsewhere, to be able to put it into another.
I'll give her this. She does have a talent, and the talent is being able to deliver the craziest nonsense, like, completely straight. Like, she delivers this shit. Like, not Oscar worthy, but maybe like a Golden Globe. Maxwell CC, thanks for following.
The body and continue life. That will come from the next of kin. No next of kin or vibrational frequency as well. If it's in your vibrational frequency of your soul to continue life in another body, then that's what will happen. But mostly it'll come from your next of kin, because you'll be living with your next of kin or working with them or whatever, and many do not accept. Many will not accept. especially those of the religious nature, just because of beliefs. Okay, you need with MedBeds, you need to be open. You can't have all these, things in your belief system that you can't do this, you can't do that. The MedBeds is extraterrestrial technology from the Pleiadian star system, so it's not human created. It was gifted to us, and we've reverse engineered it and made it our own. Originally, it was gifted to us. Okay, so yes, it is extraterrestrial. It is extremely advanced. It can do the most incredible things. There are 3 different types. All 3 different types of MedBeds can do everything. Everything.
Not really different types of MedBeds then, are they? Kind of seem like the same. Green Guy says, Hannah, I see you in the top left. Stop vibrating. You're getting closer. Haven't quite found me yet.
If you have something very particular or very specific, that is more of a
No, they're not different sizes. What are the names of them? I didn't put this in the video. I had planned maybe a section to go over the different MedBed types, but I decided it didn't matter and it just bogged everything down, because even though they claim that there are 3 different types and they do have definitions for them, the different kinds never really come up other than when they're saying there's 3 different kinds. They always just treat it like one thing. So the video is not out yet. It is done. I am showing it, premiering it to patrons and YouTube members. After this stream, it will go live Monday. Just because uploading videos on the weekend, no bueno for the algorithm. So that will be uploaded Monday. Isn't that favoritism? No, that's capitalism, baby. Capitalism.
Complicated case, then you would be referred to that particular bed that specializes in that. But if you're just doing general healing, age regression, regrowing a limb, an organ, fixing your eyes, your teeth, anything else, making certain body parts.
Green Guy says, is your wife shut down? Gov? She's good. No, her job doesn't rely on federal funding.
Smaller or larger in some cases, if you get my drift. All 3 beds can do that absolutely perfectly the same. It's only if there's something very specific or something very complicated that a specific bed will be requested. Okay, how long are the procedures? A whole range of different timing, because each procedure will require different length of time, so you cannot put a certain time frame. You can't say, okay, well, I'm going in for a med bed, so it's only...
What did she say? I can go back.
A specific bed will be requested.
This is Carrie, not Zmoo.
Okay, how long are the procedures? A whole range.
I'm not promoting capitalism, I just swim in it.
Of different timing, because each procedure will require different length.
Can you regrow an arm if you never lost one? Having a 3rd arm would be handy. Literally. You should get 4. You could be like Goro. Or 4 arms! Ben 10 doesn't get the respect he deserves. When's my live-action, big-budget Ben 10 movie?
Of time, so you cannot put a certain time frame. You can't say, okay, well...
Ben 10 is a henshin hero!
I'm going in for a med bed, so it's only going to be 2 hours long, or 20 minutes long. When you go in for your initial scan, and we'll talk about that in a moment, the quantum computer will spit out a time, okay, a time of exactly how long your procedure will take. It won't go over a minute more or a minute less.
I meant like a theatrical movie, not the terrible Cartoon Network movies they did. Those were terrible. Those were bad.
Once the quantum computer has all your details and you've put in exactly what you want, your procedure will be exactly...
Amber says, quote, there will be no such thing as quadriplegia or anything like that. As a person with triplegic disability, we actually hate rhetoric like this. It smacks of ableism and eugenics, not in the sense that we think we shouldn't invent better technologies to treat disabilities, but in an ideological sense. We as disabled people shouldn't be thought of as in need of fixing. We should have control of our own bodies just as everyone else. Don't get rid of us, help us live in society. Yeah.
That length of time from start to finish. The only difference in timing will be, for your particular procedure, will be how long it takes to get you in the bed and out of the bed. Okay, but the actual procedure time will not change. All right, that's how it will be. Now,
that's interesting. That's actually in contrast to something she said more recently, I think. I don't know if it was recent, but it's more recent than this video, where she talks about that they're going to have to scan you, and then that'll determine how long all your procedures will take, and like a quantum computer will give you that number. So she's contradicting herself. James with a $10 super chat on YouTube says, isn't that favoritism? No, that's capitalism, baby. Hannah, post-rapture 2025.
when you go in...
Oh, I'm so excited. Did you guys hear the Rapture's the 7th again? For those that missed it, some of the Rapture TikTok people have moved the goalposts, but they moved them like 3 inches. They didn't even say like next year. They moved it a week. So we'll maybe cover some of that on Tinfoil Tuesday. I'm just remember the scene at the beginning of Ghostbusters 2 where Venkman has the person promoting the End of the World book, and they're like, oh no, you gotta push this out. Like, this isn't even gonna be on shelves long enough to make your money back. What are you doing?
Oh, I'll just backtrack just a little bit. How long are the procedures? So if you're going in for a general healing, that could take 20 minutes. 15 to 20 minutes max. Now, every single person will get a brand new set of teeth. That is standard. That is absolutely standard. Unless you
okay, maybe I just misheard her then, Magos. That might be my fault. Sorry.
You do not want a new set of teeth.
My brain's still rebooting from the editing crunch.
Then
felt like I wasn't here for 3 days. There was like the 3 days, yesterday, the day before, and the day before that. My brain I have ADHD. I don't know if anyone else with ADHD, this is like an ADHD thing, so I know other people have it. Like, either I put off certain work, or I'm doing it, and that's all I'm doing all day, every day until it's done, and I was just in that mode. And my brain's a little fried, so I apologize.
They will just scratch that off. But that will be discussed during...
Both Ben 10 and Danny Phantom have live-action projects in the works. Danny Phantom is a really good premise for a superhero. Like, ghost powers, I'm surprised that hasn't been done more often. And I know, like, Ghost Rider is a thing, but he's more like a demon. He has, like, sort of hell powers. He gets, Spawn, similarly, powers from the devil. So a little different. I like Danny Phantom. Too bad Butch Hartman sucks ass.
In your initial scan. So a general healing, which pretty much everybody will have as a basic, will be about 20 minutes. And if you've got many problems, you're very sick, you're doing age regression, it can be up to 15 hours. If you're just going in to have your eyes fixed, you may be in the bed from the time you actually go in to the time you come out.
So, like, in the MedBed, if I'm in there for 15 hours, does it, like, get rid of my poop and pee for me? I gotta assume, right? Bittergrin says, okay, but the Rapture people are claiming no one knows the day or the hour is a reference to the Feast of Trumpets, which was September 23rd and 24th. Now they're claiming it's October 7th because of the change from the Julian to Gregorian calendar, but the Feast of Trumpets was determined by the Jewish calendar, which wasn't affected by the Julian-Gregorian thing. Oh yeah, it's completely inconsistent. They're coping. They're moving the goalposts to preserve their ego. Yep.
You may be in the bed for 6 or 7 minutes maximum. Okay, so it really depends on what you're having done. So there's no way we can tell you, okay, you need to leave 2 hours for your procedure. Okay, you will only know that once you've signed off after having the first scan. Once you've signed off on what procedures you want or you need, only then will you know how long your procedure is going to be.
The MedBed is like the nanites in the Outer Limits. It just gives you gills because you swam a lot and learned from it. Is that the Ryan Reynolds episode of Outer Limits? Am I crazy, or is that a different one? Outer Limits from the 90s and early 2000s. Great show. Great show. I'm the Wojak meme! Look! Wait, look it!
Please don't say, oh, I've got this, I've got that. How long is that going to take in the bed? I don't know. The quantum computer does that. And they base it on what other issues you've got, what other things you need doing, and anything else that you may want. Now, the MedBeds can change your hair color, your eye color, your body size and shape. You can grow your hair, shorten your hair.
I would like to be 5'3", purple hair. For some reason, my brain went, Godzilla dorsal spines!
Whatever, there's
for defense.
so many different things. The beds can download languages, musical abilities or skills or talents, knowledge of gardening, knowledge of building, knowledge of science, knowledge of maths. There's so many different things. Can even change your singing voice, but not to use it for making money. Okay.
Oh, I think right in that moment, she realized, like, this is gonna open up to problems. So she, like, right in the moment, the tone of her voice feels like she's backing something up.
Of building, knowledge of science, knowledge of maths. There's so many different things. Can even change your singing voice, but not to use it for making money.
Did you see what I mean? Like, just on the spot, she's like, but not to use it for making money. Oh, one more time.
Your singing voice, but not to use it for making money. Okay, if you want to change your singing voice to actually make money, then
how does the MedBed know if you're gonna make money? It reads your intent. It's woo woo.
Then the quantum computer won't allow that. If you want to change your singing voice,
everything is computer.
Because you love to sing in the shower or at home or out in the yard, then yes, the quantum computer can do that. None of this is... Solus67AU says,
LOL, hi Hannah, I immediately recognized this gal's accent. She's been doing grifts like this since the 90s. I'm amazed she continues to get any sort of audience given her whole thing is soon. She wipes things. This is the earliest video I can find of her. You're saying she's been doing things since the 90s, and I believe you, but this is the earliest video I could find of her, and it's from maybe 5, 6, 7 years ago tops, right? So that's very interesting.
Is to make money. None of this is to get you ahead in the world. The MedBeds are here to assist you in becoming the healthiest that you can be, so that you can live your
Goth Geek Gaming with 40 bits says, bits for the Godzilla Dorsal Spine Fund. Hell yeah, the stretch goal will be atomic breath.
Best life. Okay, the beds are not...
I will fight Mothra. I will win.
Here to make you smarter. The beds are not here to change your personality into be a better person. They're not here to change your beliefs. The beds are here to make you the healthiest you can be, so that you can live your life to the absolute best that you can. Okay, that's it. All right. So criminals are not going to change their behavior or their minds. Okay, that's a choice. That's called free will, and the MedBeds will not interfere with that free will. Trauma.
Isn't Mothra a good monster? That's a good point. Mothra is generally considered good by the standards of a kaiju, but that doesn't mean that Mothra and Godzilla have never come into conflict. Mothra, as well as many of the other kaiju in the Godzilla series, have, from one time or another, been mind-controlled by aliens. There was also the evil Mothra, Batra, which is kind of like Mothra. They were sort of twins, and sometimes there'll just be general conflict with Godzilla and Mothra, not because either is good or evil, but they're just giant monsters fighting over territory, or she's protecting her eggs, or something like that.
Okay, if the trauma is mental, emotional, etc., that's up for you to work on. The beds won't work on that for you. The beds can suppress the traumatic memories if it is severe, but you still...
Yeah, Mothra has a big protector of nature thing going on, too.
Still will need...
So sometimes there's conflict with humans because of that.
Counseling.
Can the MedBed protect Mothra's eggs? I would hope so, otherwise Mothra's gonna be pissed.
Quite a bit of it to overcome and work through those issues yourself. The beds will not do it for you. Okay, so that's very important. All right. Dementia and Alzheimer's, it will restore the brain to the normal healthy function, and all the memories will come flooding back, and they will probably...
What a terrible thing to promise people when they have loved ones who have slipped away because of dementia, and you're promising them that you can somehow miraculously bring that person back from oblivion, and that's so sick. To prey on people's desperation like this. So sick.
still need counselling to realise and understand what's happened, so that they can start living again their best way. What else? Females. Okay, this is to the women. The MedBeds you can stop your monthly cycle until such time that you actually, if you want to get pregnant again, and then they can restart it using the beds by just reversing it. If you've had a hysterectomy, etc., the beds can reverse that.
Oh my god! And promising that to someone who maybe, wants to have a kid, but had to have a hysterectomy, maybe for some, health reason, like uterine cancer or something, and then you're promising the impossible. Oh my god!
Keep it. Now remember, this is almost like a one-stop body shop for your body. You can choose what you have and what you can't, however, and what you don't want. However, if you want age regression, if you want, to make drastic physical changes, you need to have a higher vibrational frequency. That is so that...
Here it is. Here's the higher vibrational frequency bullshit.
You don't struggle after it. That's so you have a greater understanding of after the procedure. Okay, because many people, if all of a sudden everyone wants age regression to go back to 25, 30 years old, and you're not prepared for that...
Can the MedBed cure your cringe? There's nothing wrong with your cringe. Embrace it. You don't need a MedBed. You need to love yourself.
You may suffer great...
Am I okay? Jesus, did I just say that? What the fuck is wrong with me?
Greatly mentally and emotionally. So we're not going to let that happen. So the more drastic change, the higher the vibrational frequency you need. Okay, everybody, even the lower 3D, is able to be healed in the MedBed. Healed, general healing. That's just basic general healing. Those who have sold their soul for fame, fortune, wealth, power, no, the beds will not work for them because they have violated...
She's utterly shameless as a grifter. She'll often attack her followers for promises she makes but never fulfills. Yes, I have a clip of that in the MedBed video. If you're coming in and didn't hear me earlier, by the way, I did finish the MedBed video. It is currently 53 minutes long. That's without credits. I haven't slapped on the credits yet. And it is coming out Monday, though we are premiering it to patrons and YouTube members after this stream, so that's fun.
They've pretty much violated universal law, okay, by doing terrible things to gain something. So that's why a lot of the celebrities,
Guys, I made a video essay. I did it. It's not just a linear review, which would have been the easy thing to do because I did that for years. I did something that's new for me, and it turned out really good. I'm proud of myself. Yay. Green guy with the $1 tip says, I think you're great, Hannah. I think you're great, Hannah. I think you're great, Hannah. And it goes on like that. I think you're great, Hannah. I think you're great, Hannah.
After having their supply cut off, they can't get in the MedBed because...
What's worse, having to listen to me like self-denigrate or listening to me jerk myself off about how excited I am about the video? Which one's worse?
Just doesn't work. Okay, so the more drastic the change you want, the higher the vibrational frequency. Okay, and the highest is age regression. Not everybody will get it. Not everybody will be approved. Doesn't matter. Okay, it's just an opportunity for you to better yourself and work on yourself and your inner being, so to speak, so that you can, raise up. And that's eventually essentially what the MedBeds are being introduced for, is to raise your consciousness and your vibrational frequency. So we're moving out of the fear, We're moving out of anger, we're moving out of nastiness and lack of compassion and empathy, etc., into
She has so much empathy, clearly.
love, compassion, unity, friendship, all of that. So this is what the MedBeds are here to help with. They're not here to do it for you. You have to do it yourself. But they are here to assist you in your physical sense so that you can be your better self, so that you have every option available to you. Okay, so what happens from now? Okay, so we are waiting for funding. All right, we've been waiting for funding for a very long time and it still hasn't arrived, but it will arrive.
I'm not gonna read that one, green guy. Thank you for the tip. Not reading that one.
Point.
Over a line.
Hopefully by the time I finish this video, which we know probably won't happen, however, it'd be nice. So what happens when funding is available, and we need funding to build the centres, we need funding to pay staff, we need funding to buy supplies, we need funding to pay transport for patients to and from hospitals and homes and all sorts of different things. Okay, just because the beds are free for all, it doesn't mean that everything is free. Okay, so everything associated with running a MedBed centre or healing centre needs to be funded.
Jade's Proxy with the 290 stream streak says, I think I speak for most, if not all, of chat when I say we love when you're excited and happy about your accomplishments. I mean 710 to go. Getting there.
And
yeah, the rest of this is basically her talking about how much the funding is necessary, and it's just gross.
And we are waiting for those humanitarian funds to be released so we can start...
We don't have humanitarian funds, so give me money. Give me money, everyone. Give me money.
Getting our centres prepared and hiring staff, training staff, getting supplies. No funding, no MedBeds, no healing. It's literally that simple. Okay, because if staff aren't paid for, if centres aren't created and staffed and trained, you don't get healed. Okay, it is literally that simple. For the time being, when the funding is available, the military will be in control and they will be healing the humanitarians. The humanitarians aren't well, they can't do their projects, they can't give you MedBed treatment. Simple. Very, very simple. So first is the humanitarians to be healed, and the military guys will be looking after that.
All right, that's all we're gonna watch of that particular video today, because most of the rest is her just bitching about funding, basically the imaginary funding issues for the fake MedBed center. So we can move on from that. I could do... This is a horrifying AI video that Sean put on his channel. If you don't know who Sean is a MedBed dealer. I'm of the opinion that he actually believes this stuff. But, you know, make your own opinion, I guess. Ugh, look at how gross...
Imagine a world where
like, it's such bad AI, too. Like, all AI is morally bad, but, like, this is... Look at how fucking bad.
In an instant. A world where
No, not the Baxter guy. That's a different guy.
diseases are diagnosed and treated in the blink of an eye. This is the promise of MedBed technology.
Sean, S-E-A-N.
A revolutionary concept poised to redefine healthcare as we know it. While still largely in the realm of speculation, the idea of MedBeds has captured the imagination of many, fueled by whispers.
Ugh, that's about all I can handle of that video without wanting to throw up. Oh, Sean.
We are looking... So we're looking at terahertz wands, and we are looking at some of the more popular terahertz wand models that are out there. And the red models, you know, are primarily for home use. They're very popular for home use. And then you get wands that are a little bit more commercial grade. And we're going to talk about this blue terahertz wand today. This is basically what I call Big Blue. And it's kind of nice because when you compare it to the other wands, you can kind of see that, you know, it's obviously a larger wand. And it's incorporating a little different technology than what you're going to find in the traditional...
There's still hair dryers. It's still just a bad hair dryer. It does match my outfit today, though, so that's nice. Yeah, it's just a shitty drop-shipped hair dryer.
Terahertz wands, which primarily the red wands are going to run a terahertz chip up front with a quartz crystal chip.
They say it's a quartz crystal. I think it's just glass, because you open it, and there is a tube. It's glass. It's just a glass tube, right? Like, it's not crystal. It's glass, but whatever.
And that's going to push that frequency down the end of the tube, and that's how you're going to deliver that terahertz frequency. But when you get into the more expensive wands and the commercial grade ones, I'm trying to get the lighting here. Basically, you can see that this tube, number one, is made of a rare earth alloy.
You can buy them on Alibaba for so cheap. I think that's literally what the Baxter guy does, and then he just slaps his logo on him. But you can get them on Amazon too. Mr. Blast got me this one on Amazon. How much was it? It was like $30. They're a little more expensive now because of tariffs, of course. Because these are basically drop shipped from China or somewhere else.
Boy, it's not a crystal piece.
Yeah, I looked. I think it's like $50 now or $60, but it's still cheaper than what Sean charges. Sean is charging $400 for one of these. Again, it's just a hair dryer, but he's claiming it's a healing device and selling it for $400 instead of the like $50 you can get one on Amazon for.
The glass that's sitting down there. In fact, the whole tube, let me just turn it on. The whole tube actually has that material in it. So it's using a different type of technology to push that terahertz frequency.
You can literally hear the air blowing.
Also, it's going to be a little more powerful with the amount of wattage. So this wand right here is 1100 watts, whereas the traditional ones are, they start off at 500. So if you're looking at a terahertz wand, you see it in the $200 range, $250. More than likely, it's a 500 watt wand. The more popular wands that you're going to see are going to be 750 watts. Now, we did just come out with a 1000 watt terahertz wand that's it's bigger than these. It's not as big as this. And
I think he charges about $1,000 for that one, which means it's $1 per watt.
There is other videos on the 7.0. It's what we call it. But it's basically a new version of the wands for home, and it can also be used professionally as well. But I wanted to do a video on what I call Big Blue, the Big Blue terahertz wand, because when you're paying more money for a wand, you kind of want to know basically why. And so what it comes down to is the way that the technology is being delivered. So they're basically using more expensive materials. In this case, it's a rare earth alloy, which is actually more expensive than gold. And that's what
go fuck yourself. It's a hair dryer.
The metallic is on the inside of this tube. And then in addition to that, obviously they're using a more expensive blower, more expensive motors. Now
why do you need a blower? I thought it shot quantum energy.
Particular wand is a little different because instead of having the multiple toggle switch, you basically hold down for 5 seconds and turn it on. Now this is actually going to have six different functions. Okay. So I'll run through those real quick. And if you hold it up for 5 seconds, it turns it off. So basically what it does is it's got multiple different speeds and multiple different heats, so you can use it in many different ways. Now, the terahertz wands in general are incredibly useful devices. They're light frequency device. They're using terahertz frequency, which is in between the far infrared and microwave, but terahertz is basically what all of our cells resonate at. And what it's doing is it's sending energy into the body, and what that's doing is it's also sending...
It's sending energy in the form of heat. into the body,
negative
or
ions,
at the body.
but it's going in and increasing. And
so I've watched a lot of these. What do you think these who buy into these things think quantum energy is? Oh, I don't need to speculate. I've heard them explain it. They use quantum in sort of a Deepak Chopra New Age bullshit way. So when they say quantum energy, what Sean means by that is it's energy that does things based on your intent. So he thinks that this quantum energy basically takes the idea of manifestation, or like the law of attraction, and supercharges it. So he thinks you shoot quantum energy into the part of your body that is in pain or damaged or whatever, and then you will it into healing, and the quantum energy makes your willpower affect the third dimension more effectively than without the quantum energy. But he does still think that your thoughts affect reality even without this stuff.
Helping with the circulation.
Everything he believes in nonsense. The guy is a conspiracy theorist.
Cell detox.
Yes, magic. Magic. Yep, it's magic.
Cellular regeneration. It's doing a host of things. It's basically giving the body what the body needs to do what the body can do. The body can...
It's got what plants crave.
Take care of itself if it just has the right environment to be put into. And so when you're shining that blue light, that terahertz light on the body, basically what you're doing is that terahertz light is going about 8 inches to 10 inches deep. It goes about 30 centimeters. So if you break that down into inches, it's about 8 to 10 inches. And so you can get in pretty deep. You can penetrate into different parts of the body. So it's showing to possibly assist with things like Bell's palsy, assist with things like osteoporosis, assisting with lymphoma, lymphedema, psoriasis, a lot of different health and skin related items. Now, I use it a lot, mouth, teeth, gums. I use it a lot on my face.
I want to be clear what he means by that. When he says he uses it on his mouth, teeth, and gums, that means he takes a hairdryer and blows it into his mouth. He's never done this on camera, mind you. Believe me, if he had, I would have found it and it would be in the video. But I'm telling you, he takes it and he blows it into his mouth.
Being from California and living in San Diego for almost 30 years, I could certainly use some reductions in wrinkles. But I also use it for energy. I use it around my face and hair. A lot of people have reported benefits from it in regards to helping to regrow hair, and that's both men and women. I know some women also that...
I found through, and this isn't shocking, by the way, I guess, people are, humans are social animals, and because of that, in some ways, we are vain about our appearance, because our appearance affects our interactions with other people. I get it. But the medical claim that you can regrow hair is one of the most common quack, like alt medical claims. It's really interesting. Regrowing hair, huge in this kind of space. People just love to want to regrow their hair.
That are using it for their hands, because in what they say is that even if their face looks better, they still want their hands to also look better. So that's another thing. It's being shown to assist with activating dormant stem cells. So if you point this into the tailbone area, it'll assist with activating dormant stem cells. It's also being used to charge and activate chakras and provide energy and align the chakras up. It's also being used for a lot of things related to the eyes. And you don't point the light directly into the eye. You would close your eye, obviously, before you do
Please don't blow dry your eyeballs.
that. You don't shine the light directly in.
I'm begging you not to blow dry your eyeballs. Your eyeballs need to be wet. It's they need it. They need the moisture.
In there, but it does show to assist with floaters, cataracts, a lot of things that are also related to various eye conditions. I mean, it really
Can't have floaters in your eye if it's bone dry.
has a ton of uses, and you have to understand that these are, now this is a third generation device. Big Blue, which I've just gotten here the last 2 weeks, is the compilation of the work of over 50 scientists that have worked.
I'm sorry I keep smirking every time he says Big Blue, but I need to share this with you. I used to know someone whose dildo was named Big Blue. I knew someone who had a name for her dildo, and it was Big Blue, and it's cracking me up.
Worked over 10 years developing the technology that's in this wand. So, so this is not something that happened overnight. This is not something that basically was produced last week. These are effective terahertz frequency devices. You also do have the quartz crystal. So the quartz crystal technology also is being projected through there. Quartz being an extremely powerful crystal, and so that quartz crystal energy is also going through there. Now, what's happening also with this device is it's creating quantum scalar technology. And scalar waves are basically longitudinal waves that are, or vertical waves, but they are what actually helps plants grow. It's the part of the...
Oh no! It's got what plants crave! He did the meme! He did the meme! It's got what plants crave!
They are what actually helps plants grow. It's the part of the energy field that's really good for...
God damn it! Irony is dead. Carpcosian with the 3-stream streak says, just got here from the zoo with friends. Now it's time to leave for Vampire the Masquerade. Ooh, fun! Have fun! Stone Corbell says, fun fact, quartz is the most common type of crystal. Also, hello, I'm late to the stream. Glad you made it.
Regeneration and growth. In fact, it's been said that you can basically take a wire, pick up a scalar wave coming from the sun, and run that wire into a dark basement, and you can still get plants to grow. So
how would it be coming from the sun? That would be directional. Scalar means it has an intensity, but it's not a vector, right? It's not a vector. It doesn't have a direction. It doesn't have a, I'm forgetting the word. There's an intensity and there's a, what's the other word? Someone help me. Fuck.
So this item here is using terahertz frequency. It's using quartz crystal and quantum scalar technology. So this is a fabulous device. Now, on the video here, we'll have more information on some of the other benefits, how to use the wand, but these are in stock right now. We do have some that are demos that have been used at conferences and
okay, thank you. James on YouTube, who is a math person, says vectors are magnitude in a direction, scalars are just magnitude. Thank you. So it can't be a scalar energy coming from the sun, because that would be directional. Yeah!
Conventions. So we do have a few of them that are going to be a little bit...
I don't yell in the video, for the record. The video, the audio's all solid. I don't yell. I don't...
lower priced, but for the most part, they're a little bit more expensive, obviously, than the other ones. But depending on what your budget is and what you intend to use these for, they're all effective and they all will work. And there's a lot of videos also on terahertz water and what you can do with the terahertz wand. So basically, what you do is you point the blue light into the water. And when you do,
the light isn't the thing doing anything. They're LED lights.
That what happens is that it takes the water molecules and it breaks them up from clustering. It allows your body to assimilate and absorb the water molecule directly into the cell, and that assists with cellular detoxification, cellular function. So you get a better outcome, obviously, because your body is so much composed of water. So charging your water with the terahertz wand is also highly beneficial, and it's one of the key things also you use it with, because
he's talking about blow drying your glass of water.
the fact is our bodies are primarily made out of water, but this wand works very well with water molecules. So getting that done is also going to enhance the outcome and get you better outcome from the use of the wand. So if you're looking for terahertz wands, a lot of them available. They're in stock right now. Various ones for the home use, and then also the commercial ones. There is another one that we're going to do a video on in the next week or two, but this is Big Blue, the Big Blue terahertz wand. If you're looking for a commercial grade wand, this would be one that you could move into that would be a little more powerful. So basically, you just don't have to use it quite as long. You can get the outcome and get the amount of energy into the body a little bit faster. But depending on the budget, they're all going to be a good purchase. So if you're looking for terahertz frequency wands, give us a call. You'll have the number below, and you can get more information off our website. And we have these in stock once again, so give us a call for more information.
I'm calm, I'm collected, I'm kind, I'm calm, I'm collected, I'm kind, I'm calm, I'm collected, I'm kind.
Hey guys, how you doing? Dr. Lou Hilliard here with Life Force MedBeds. As you guys can see, I got my...
This guy's med bed is in his creepy basement, by the way, which he hides in his promotional video using a green screen, but it's in his creepy basement.
very first MedBed. I've been working on it all day, putting it together. Let me show you what's going on. Of course, I've been working on the electric on my MedBed. I got a control panel and stuff like that.
It seems very professional with all the exposed wires on the outside. It's okay they're on the back, though, so the customer won't see that, so it's fine.
But let me show you what it looks like. This is the pod here, of course.
I love this guy. This is the pod.
And
I'm the doctor. I'm here with your med bed.
this is the inside. Got a nice foam mattress where you can lay down in. And of course, here's a control panel here. Look at this, guys. So I can turn on different color lights here. So it controls the light there, and then of course I control the mirror as well. I can control the brightness for the reading lights, and then of course you got I got fans up in here and here, and just installing some LED lights, trying to figure out what I want to do. I want them to sync up from there to there to there, so it's all one color. But this isn't my Life Force pod. And
did CC do anything after Trump put out the MedBed video? Not that I saw.
of course, we haven't installed all the therapies yet, but in this pod here, you can do about 15 to 20 different therapies at the same time.
CC is a flat earther that we cover, and I am giving away too much of the video, so I'm sorry. I'll stop talking about the video.
This is the first of its kind in history, so I hope you guys like the Life Force MedBed pod.
It locks, by the way. The MedBed locks.
And there it is.
I don't know if I want to be locked in a box in this guy's basement.
But
That's like a key card reader. That's not in the video, so that's not a spoiler.
you guys will see some more videos.
Locks from the outside or the inside? I think both. It's supposed to be both.
Of it very soon after I get done wiring it all up and installing the other top and the sides and stuff like that. But I hope everybody likes it. Thank you.
Oh, what a guy, 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 what a guy.
Hey guys, how you doing? Dr. Lou Hilliard here with Life Force MedBeds. Today we're going to discuss the topic of the generation of MedBeds. So many times I get questions asked on what is a MedBed, and people send me pictures and photos and videos of whether it be President Trump releasing a MedBed or photos that are just computer generated.
I want to point out that he posted this a year ago. He's not referencing Trump recently posting the AI MedBed scam thing, so him bringing up Trump, it almost feels stupid to say. Doesn't make any sense that he'd bring up the president in relation to this. Now it makes a little bit of sense because Trump is an idiot that reposts anything that looks flattering to him, even fake bullshit. But what I'm trying to say is he had no reason at the point he filmed this to bring Trump up at all.
On what is a med bed, and people send me pictures and photos and videos of whether it be President Trump
What's on his laptop screen? You'll have to watch the video. I don't want to spoil it.
releasing a med bed or photos.
The video's coming out Monday, or patrons and YouTube members get to see it after this stream.
That are just computer generated composite images that really, guys, that the med bed that you see that on the movies like Elysium and what have you, that's a 4th generation med bed. We just don't have that technology right now, as much as I'd like to admit or would like to say hopefully we could. But with that being said, what we do have are, and let me explain these to you, are the 4
Man, the cast of the Jersey Shore's really gone downhill since the cancellation, huh?
generations of med beds. And what we have
When does the MedBed premiere start? I need to grab some drink. Shortly after this stream ends. I don't have a hard time for it, but, let me see. I plan to go about 2 hours today, so I'm probably streaming here for another half an hour. That'll be about 7. So probably around 7:15 is when we're gonna do the patron and YouTube member only live stream. Eastern time. 7:15 to 7:30 Eastern time. And the video is 53 minutes long if you need to plan around that.
Today, what is out there and what is coming down the road. So 1st generation med bed is a quantum biohealer. The bed is a self-diagnosing, self-treating bed that the main components or the major premise of it is frequency, energy donation, and vibration. When you combine those 3 together, and that's what Nikola Tesla said, that's the secrets to the universe. So in a...
I can't talk about... I don't want to spoil the video! His talking points are eerily similar to someone else's, so again, I think they gotta be coming from John Baxter, right?
1st generation med bed, you're gonna have things...
Oh yeah, I'll be watching it with you guys. I'm not just gonna upload the video. The patron thing, I'm gonna watch it with you guys. That said, I'm not gonna pause the video, because I don't want to I spent a lot of time on, like, the pacing and everything in the video. I'm not gonna pause the video. So basically, I'll be there and watch it with you guys, and then we can talk about it afterwards. That we can do some Q&A if you have any questions about anything. But I'm just gonna show you guys the video.
Things like a Rife machine in it. You're going to have some electron donation, electron balancing, maybe other waveforms and other vibration forms that you can use to help administer whether it be frequencies or any other type of wavelength forms. Now, with that being said, with the quantum part, understand that quantum biohealing, the quantum part means pretty much other dimensional. And that's kind of like, hey, you know what? You pray, you meditate.
I love that words just don't mean anything anymore. I mean, you just say whatever, and if you say it confidently enough, people will be like, yeah, that sounds right.
You visualize health, you manifest good things in your life, then good things are going to happen. And we know this because we also hear that stress and a negative mindset can cause sickness and disease within somebody. It could raise their blood pressure, it could cause heart disease, it could cause other organ failures or malfunctions, and we know that stress can cause that. So we also should know that a positive mental attitude, visualizing health within the body, within an organ, is just as important. So that's where the quantum healing part comes in. Now, the 2nd generation, well, real quick on the 1st generation. Now, the only true 1st generation med bed that is on the market, guys, is a Life Force med bed. Why? Because it is self-diagnosing. It comes with 3 technologies. It comes with
three whole technologies.
bioimpedance, bioresonance, and biosensing technologies that the practitioner can put together, or even the person that's...
He calls himself a doctor, by the way. I gotta look up, what is his doctorate in? 1 second, let me look this guy up in another tab.
Buying it can get a total health reading or and visualization of their health. And then also, it can also monitor, then you can also administer frequencies and other types of therapies, ultrasound, e-stem, massage therapy, oxygen therapy, what have you, whatever.
Oh, he's gonna see I looked at his LinkedIn. I guess that's fine.
Is within the scope of practice of the physician, then that bed can be tailored to them. And that's the great thing about a LifeForce MedBed, is that we tailor the MedBed to the physician's needs and wants. Now, with that being said, now
yep. He's a doctor of chiropractic medicine. There we go.
Into the 2nd generation. And the 2nd generation MedBed is a bed that has to do with imaging. It's AI quantum imaging. And that means that it's pretty much that you've, like you've seen it on Star Wars or Star Trek, you know, Dr. Spock runs a scanner up and down the body, or the scanner, the patient could be
It's called a tricorder.
laid out on the table. In comes a frequency scanner that then produces a plasma holographic image of a patient. Now, what's the great thing about that is that within the medical model...
Oh, he did say Dr. Spock instead of Mr. Spock, too.
We only have 3 or 4, literally, ways to image the body. We have X-ray, we have ultrasound, we have CT scan. We also, now people are starting to get into thermal scans, ultrasound, and so there. So you have several ways that you can monitor or literally visualize the body. But with this the 2nd generation MedBed is a frequency scanner that composites a plasma image of the body. So whether it be we have to go into Mr. Jones's heart, we can literally dissect by literally just scamming through the layers of the scan on a holographic image and find out exactly what artery in the heart is clogged, what artery in the body might be clogged, or what have you, or even...
I've been working on the video too long. My brain's going, write this down. These are medical claims. Write down this timestamp. I'm done. I don't need to. It's fine.
There's a tear within a meniscus or some sort of ligament or tendon within the body, that we can literally visualize it, see exactly where that tear is at, what's going on, and then most important, then how we can go in and correct it. So that is a 2nd generation MedBed. And that MedBed is probably...
He said scanning through the layers, not scamming. It's fair to pick that up, though, because he do be scamming.
Gonna be out hopefully within the next 50 years here. Now, our 3rd generation is what is kind of like is the AI robotic surgical MedBed. And that is where you see where, you know, right now we have robotic surgeries, and robotic surgeries, it takes a very trained physician within the robotics to learn how to do orthoscopic, microscopic surgeries within the body, where you can, you know, you have a camera going, you have a cutter, and then some, you know, something else in there to help maybe cauterize or what have you the wound. So there's usually, you know, 2 or 3 or 4 holes within, like, you know, a typical meniscus repair or ligament repair within a knee, or even like an appendicitis. So these are kind of like general surgeries that are kind of quite common within most people. With that being said, what the 3rd generation MedBed is, that instead of having the physician that's doing the orthoscopic, microscopic surgery or robotic surgery, that now we have an AI-driven, self-thinking robot that we can do the scan, find out exactly what's wrong
Oh,
with
it's good to see you, Garby the cat. Meows.
the body. Oh, there's a tear. Oh, you have an appendicitis.
Glad you still watch.
You know right where to cut, and out comes the robotic arms. It's already thinking for itself. It knows exactly where it is because of the scan, and then the robot can go in, repair the appendicitis, repair the meniscus tear, repair ligamental tear, and what have you. So that is a third generation MedBed. My people, I want you to understand we're about 100, maybe 150 years out of there, away from that type of technology to be trusting it. Now, robotic technology is growing faster than ever, and so is AI. So don't hold me to my terms. This is just what's come to me.
Don't hold me to my word. That's a doctor you can trust.
that I've seen the future of life force med beds and med beds in general, and how it's going to be a great improvement in working with the medical models as well. Now we have the fourth generation med bed. Now this is the one that everybody thinks that we have, and we don't have it yet. We're getting it, but we just don't have it yet, and that is our cellular replicator, cellular rejuvenator. This is about a 200 years out, my people, my friends. And
making tech predictions 200 years in the future is hilarious and makes no sense. Making tech predictions 20 years out is a hard moving target that very few people manage to hit. You are going an order of magnitude above that.
This is the one, oh no, that you've seen on the movie Elysium, with Matt Damon.
I need to watch Elysium, apparently. I've seen a lot of the MedBed movies, you know, of course. Jason X, for instance. Still haven't seen Elysium. I'm not the biggest Matt Damon fan in the world. I don't know. Except in Dogma. He's fine in Dogma, but it's almost the joke is that he's Matt Damon, so kind of works there.
He had some type of cancer. There was a young girl with him. I don't want to give the whole thing away, but they were trying to get to Elysium to get into a fourth generation MedBed. And that's the one that you can get in and bam, you're in there for 5, 10, 20 minutes, and all of a sudden, you know, whatever cells that are there that are abnormal.
Stargate has a MedBed, the sarcophagus
can get rejuvenated, reprogrammed, or even taken out, and then also it can also rejuvenate and replicate cells as well. So, oh, you have a defective valve, you have a defective finger, or you lost a finger or part of an ear in some sort of accident. Well, we can replicate that for you again and put your ear back on. We can replicate that again and get you a new tendon for your hand or your finger, whatever it may be. So understand that is coming down the road. We're looking at about 200 years out, people, from that type of technology.
It's a decent movie, but the role the MedBed plays is just a plot goal. It's true in scams. No, I get it. It's a thinly veiled 1% versus 99% metaphor, and it's very American because healthcare is something that is reserved for the wealthy and better off. I get it.
But so just understand that
if I had to pick one actor and you'd get all the Blu-rays they'd been in and no other Blu-rays, who would you pick? Ooh, it would probably have to be a voice actor that's incredibly prolific. I literally, I can look at my Blu-ray.com account and see what actor is the most prevalent in my collection already, and that'll maximize exactly, I'll look this up.
And that what is out there, you have to be able to distinguish of what is fact and what is fiction, and I hope this video is going to give you a basic foundation of where we're at with MedBeds and the MedBed technology. It is a growing technology. I have big plans for this great technology.
Frank Welker. We did it. Frank Welker is in 99 titles in my collection, which is more than double the second place, which is Jim Cummings. Third place, Samuel L. Jackson. And fourth place, the GOAT, Godzilla. Godzilla is listed in Most frequent cast in my Blu-ray collection, and he is 4th. Thanks, Godzilla. He plays himself, obviously.
And working with people just like yourself, and hopefully.
Let me see, who's next? Jeff Bennett, Kevin, is that Michaels? Robert Paulson. Jackie Chan is in 33 movies in my collection. I have a lot of Jackie Chan movies. Tara Strong, 31 movies. Christopher Lee, 30 films. Mark Hamill, 30 films. Oh, Clancy Brown, 28. That makes sense. That guy works a lot. 28 from John Ratzenberger. That's probably mostly my Pixar stuff. Sylvester Stallone, 28 movies. Wow. Okay.
Hopefully, we'll have a wonderful, healthy planet in the very
Have I watched Good Omens? I watched the first season and I liked it a lot.
near future. So anyways, Dr. Lou Hilliard here. I want to thank you very much from Life Force MedBeds. If you have any questions, feel free to give me a call. 770-94.
Nope. I don't like that guy, but I don't need people calling him, okay?
A single device that could heal you completely. Imagine
Oh, look, another gross AI video.
Imagine a single device that could heal you completely. No hospitals, no surgeries, no medicine. Just light and energy. They call it the MedBed. A miracle machine hidden in plain sight, dismissed as fantasy. But what if it already exists, locked away beyond our reach? Technology so powerful it could rewrite human health forever. Yet, you've never seen it. Rumors trace back to secret bases, guarded hangars, whispers of alien tech hidden
I
beneath.
think they had AI edit this too, because some of the sound effects when they show up make no sense. Okay, maybe it just played
Rumors
weird.
trace back to secret bases,
No, that feels like weird pacing.
guarded hangars,
Okay.
whispers of alien tech hidden beneath tarps. The story spread across the internet, glowing screens full of leaks and speculation. Some believe it began decades ago, after something fell from the sky, a crash that changed everything. And inside government vaults, one phrase appeared again and again: the MedBed Project. But
No citations for that, just lots of government documents. Can I see them? No? Oh, okay.
here's where the line between myth and science begins to blur. We already have robotic surgeons guided by AI. We can scan the human brain in real time. Stem cells regrow organs. Nanobots are being designed to repair our blood from the inside. Quantum computers solve problems in seconds that would take human centuries. And in space, cryopods keep astronauts suspended between life and death.
None of these. No, what? No, what? No. This one feels like it was put together to specifically prey on someone who's maybe suffering from, like, some mental stuff already, because none of that's true.
So ask yourself,
I've not seen the new Futurama season.
if all the pieces
I heard it was good.
exist, why haven't we seen the MedBed? Some say the answer is money, because true healing doesn't profit the powerful. Imagine a world where billion-dollar industries vanish overnight, replaced by a single glowing pod. Whispers claim the blueprints were bought, buried, and sealed away. And in towers glowing high above us, decisions are made that shape our lives without our knowing.
I wish some of these people could take the understandable disdain for, like, wealthy people and systems that inevitably shape our lives for the worse in order to benefit the wealthy. I wish they could take a more realistic material view of these things instead of weird esoteric alien bullshit, you know? I've talked about this before, but it's orbiting class consciousness. It's like they're so close, but they never quite get there.
Patents filed, ideas erased, pages blacked out. But in rare leaks, patients were said to be healed, bones fusing, organs restored. Doctors who glimpsed it described the impossible, and never speak again. Some claim alien tissue pulsing with life was the key to unlocking the design.
Do some claim that?
And deep underground, Rows of medbeds lie in silence, waiting for someone to turn them back on. But what if you knew this was real and couldn't touch it? While some live in pain, others may already be using medbeds
creepy AI baby can't hurt you. It's not real.
in secret. A future split in two. The powerful living in health beyond age, while the rest of us fade. Our hospitals collapse, while somewhere, a single pod could heal every patient in minutes. And if AI tracks everything we do you really think the MedBed isn't already being tested? So why does it remain hidden? Why does it flicker like a ghost, always out of reach? Is it too dangerous or too powerful? What if the doors have already closed, locking away the cure for humanity itself? What if the next generation is denied a future that could have been theirs? Some say the proof lies in mountain bases, glowing at night. Others whisper of ancient knowledge.
I don't have a Carmen Sandiego costume yet. I plan on getting one someday. Especially now that I have the Where's Waldo. Feels like I need to get a Carmen Sandiego one.
Temples where this power once lived. A bridge between science and the divine. A light that makes us more than human. And
kind of looks like the angel's vomiting.
Maybe.
But like it's vomiting divine energy. What's the word? Radiant energy.
The only way to see it is to lie inside one yourself. DNA rewritten, cells renewed, a future where death itself is optional. The MedBed, myth or secret reality, waiting for the moment we're finally allowed to know the truth.
What assholes. Okay, let's go back to real human beings, because AI makes me sad. Oh, Sean, why do you do this? No, we've seen that one.
So we just did a video. We're going to do another just real quick one here on MedBed type technology. And these are some of the technology products right now that we've got, which I guess tie in with MedBeds or MedBed type technology. Even though it's not the pod, you've got some very sophisticated technology products. The Tesla plasma machine right here, which is a fantastic item. Basically throws off thousands and thousands of frequency codes for just about anything and everything, right? And I've got, we've got
Who put this together?
other videos that we've done. Now this,
It's got a whole instruction manual. Someone fucking spiral bound.
this book is about 350, 400 pages. So we're not going to get too far into that right now, but thousands and thousands of different frequency codes. And so people that have had videos on YouTube talking about MedBeds, people that have talked about these have said that it's possible that in fact those MedBeds are using a plasma type technology where you're throwing off a light frequency that's...
They think plasma's magic. You need to understand that. They think plasma's magic. Like, they think it's basically arcane energy.
It's being absorbed by the body, and it's basically energizing cells. It's getting rid of bad cells. This particular unit right here is going to do that type of stuff. Now you've got Nikola Tesla's original ozone ray, right? This is still in use, but then you've got more modern...
It's usually used as a sex toy these days in light BDSM play. Not a joke.
Products like the this is the terahertz, and this is throwing off a terahertz light frequency, and this is another type of...
I need to express to you, he seems to think that the energy is the light, and light is a form of energy, of course, but like it's just LED light bulbs. There's literally just LED light bulbs in this that you can see. Like, it's not even the thing that heats it up. You can see the heating coils in here. You can see the normal hair dryer heating coils and blue LEDs. Drives me nuts.
of technology that people might call MedBed type technology, because that light is going to penetrate into the body. It can activate stem cells. It can basically energize cells, get rid of bad cells. It's basically using quantum scalar technology, right? Quantum scalar technology with crystal and the terahertz. So it's got multiple different technologies that are being used in it. And it's just a very small unit. It's a terahertz frequency wand, terahertz light wand, but you can see that that's a very small handheld device. The plasma also, you punch in the frequency codes right down here into this thing. You get the codes out of the book that you want to run. You've got the Tesla healing paddles, a lot of different technology.
Those are basically wireless charging mats. They're basically generic wireless charging mats.
Called or related to MedBed technology, all being integrated with the earthing grounding, the anti-aging bed covers that are basically keeping you grounded. The anti-aging bed cover over here, which is probably one of the best starter technologies that you can get with the infrared. On the back of that, you can see in the back of this fabric, you've got these little black dots. That's crushed tourmaline crystal that's releasing infrared light. So you're getting not only the earthing grounding from the silver cotton that's plugged into the grounding outlet, you're getting also that other technology. And then you have the oscillators. These oscillators, Tesla oscillators, basically will go up to 200,000 hertz, right? And so when you're at peak health in your youth, you're running, your energy is about 70 millivolts. And as you get older, that the amount of energy in the body starts to go down. When you start getting old.
Do they spin? No, they're not supposed to spin. They're supposed to... They're basically supposed to, like, reflect energies into your body, because you have them on either side of you, and the energy is supposed to bounce back and forth between them, kind of.
Older, middle age or older age, now you're getting down to about 35 hertz. And so what this does, you sit in here for 10 minutes in between these tube units, and this basically is going to help raise your electrical current. It's going to energize the cells in your body. And so you have a larger one.
It's not how anything works, obviously. I know you guys know that, but that's not how things work. Your body runs on chemical energy, right? It's why we eat food, is to draw energy and nutrients from it, right?
Here.
Then your body takes those and your cells produce ATP with it or something, which is like the energy the cells use to function, I think.
And then you have something over here, which we would call the ovals, which is smaller, but you just
Yes, drops a lot. I do have one of the wands.
run these for a short period of time.
Mr. Blast got it for me.
And then you've got
Not from Sean, though. It's the same wand, but it's from Amazon. They're just drop-shipped hair dryers.
hyperbaric chambers
Bad hair dryers.
that you can get in that are going to oxygenate the body. You've got the essential sauces, which are also part of the whole overall program. And then one of the more popular products also that we have are the Tesla healing coils, right? So if you're looking for MedBed type technology products, we've got them all here. We actually do demonstrations. We showcase the technology. Here's another one of the rooms where you can see they're running plasma. They got the plasma machine in there. So we have people all day coming in to demonstrate or to do demos and test and work with the equipment. So if you're looking for MedBed technology, get a hold of us. Our information's down below. Give us a call. We can send this and ship this. A lot of these products we can ship anywhere in the world, but obviously here in the United States, we've got these available. They're available now. So give us a call for more information, and we can give you pricing and shipping times and more information on the technology.
Jesus. Just never ends with this guy. He's got so many videos. He's got so many videos. Oh no. I don't even think this is his company. I think this is a different one he went and visited. Yeah, they got these screens. He doesn't use these. This is a different alt-health sci-fi bullshit thing. I don't know the lore behind it. It didn't really come up in my video. But basically, they think this also gives off some kind of energy that'll heal you. It's just screens. Oh, here he says it. The energy enhancement system, trademarked, generates multiple bioactive life-enhancing energy fields, including scalar waves, which can allow cell regeneration. Scalar waves are kind of a oxymoron, right? Improve immune function, provide relief from pain, detoxify the body, elevate moods, and assist in balancing right and left hemispheres of the brain to increase energy levels. Oh.
So we're here at the Mobius EE Center, the Energy Enhancement Center here in beautiful Innsbruck, suburb of Richmond, Virginia, basically.
Dregery Term with 100 bits says, went to my local video store, which we still have surprisingly, and rented Reanimator, among others. Excited to check it out, because I've heard good things. Reanimator's great! Reanimator's one of the best 80s horror movies.
Richmond, Virginia, and we're doing the sleepover. And this is going to be super exciting. The sleepover tonight, we started about 9:30. We're going to go.
Fenekigami says your mitochondria breaks down glucose. The heat energy caused by that forms the ATP. ATP floats around the cell, and then when the ATP is broken down, that provides the energy for its cellular processes.
Through until about...
I don't know enough about cellular things to say if that's correct or not, but it sounds right, so I'll accept it.
7:30 tomorrow morning. And so if you're looking to start using the energy enhancement system, the EE system here at the Wellness Center here in Richmond, Virginia, real simple setup. They just bring in some mattresses. You bring your own blankets and pillows, and you basically sleep. Now, when you sleep in these rooms, and actually anytime you close your eyes, 85% of the processing done with the brain is shut down. So you're getting true relaxation. And so you have basically lasers that are
They're
going
not lasers! They're TVs! They probably bought at Costco for like $120 each.
all four corners of the room. And as they go from all four corners of the room...
Does he know what a laser is?
They collide in the middle and create a scalar energy field.
They don't.
And that
They don't do that. They don't do that, though.
Scalar energy field permeates this entire room. So you're basically in a scalar energy field getting these biophotonic light signals that come from
biophotonic light signals.
These TV sets. This is a 24 set system. You've got...
Also, photonic means light. So you don't need to say light signals. You already said photonic. That implies light.
4 towers with 6 TVs on it. And it's doing rejuvenation of the body, rejuvenation of the cells. It's helping...
Do I think Marantz did their check? Oh, Marantz is not doing well, by the way. I might need to do a video about Marantz eventually, because he's circling the drain, and I actually feel bad. Like, don't get me wrong, he's doing this to himself. There's nothing I can do to help him, but, like, my god, things are going bad for Marantz right now. Marantz lost his job at Costco. He recently lost monetization on TikTok because he was doing conspiracy theories about Charlie Kirk and blaming private equity for killing Charlie Kirk. And, what else? Oh, he's trying to pull money from his 401k to buy more GameStop shares. Which isn't good. That's not good. Do you know the penalties that are involved in borrowing from your 401k early? It's not good. It's not good.
Grow telomeres on your DNA. It's basically doing age reversal, and there's a whole host of benefits that you can get. But this is really exciting. The ability to sleep in an EE system, in an EE center.
Is that his phone
and here at
ringer? What does
Mobius
that
in
sound?
Innsbruck, in Richmond, Virginia, we're about ready to get started right now. All right, so it's morning, and just woke up here at the EE Center, Mobius in beautiful Innsbruck, Richmond, Virginia, and I slept like an absolute rock. Really slept well. Now, the EE system, like I said earlier, is sending lasers into the middle of the room. They hit, they create a scalar energy field. That
No,
scalar
there's no
energy and the other
lasers.
energies that come from the TV sets and the biophotonic light are regenerating the body. They're helping regrow telomeres in the DNA. They're regeneration. So, you know, there's so much documentation on the benefits of what this is doing. But when you're sleeping, you're at rest. Your body's absorbing, getting so much more of that energy than when you're up moving around during the day. And so at the EE centers all over the United States, you definitely want to try to do the overnights. As far as what you feel, every person's going to be a little bit different. Some people might really feel something. I slept probably in a much deeper state than I normally would have.
That's the placebo effect for you.
But eventually, people like Vivian that are here used to walk with a cane. She's not using a cane anymore. She's experiencing all kinds of benefits with feeling coming back into her arms. We're going to do a testimonial with her shortly. People reporting in their 40s and 50s and 60s that they're starting to see dark roots coming out with their hair. Experiencing more energy.
Poor
Many different
victims of these goddamn scams. All right, we're coming up on 2 hours, so I think it's time for us to call it a night. I need to get ready to premiere the MedBed video again on Patreon, and if you're a YouTube member, we are going to be doing the premiere in about 15-20 minutes or so. I'm going to go use the bathroom, maybe grab a snack, and then, yeah, so let's see who we're going to rate on Twitch. For everyone else, the video will be out Monday, and I will be streaming tomorrow. Probably Sovsits, because there's been quite a bit of Sovsit stuff going on. So, cool beans. Let's see who we're going to raid here on Twitch.
It is the
Have a wonderful evening, everyone. For YouTube members and patrons, keep an eye out for the link to the stream. It'll be in your community tab on YouTube, or it'll be on the Patreon page. So, whichever you're a member of, I'll see you soon. And the rest, I will see tomorrow. Have a good night, everyone. Bye-bye.